Life just keeps on getting funnier and funnier. So, hi, my name is Sophia. I host I can't speak. Hello, hi, welcome back to the What is K-pop podcast with me, Sophie. I talk all things K-pop. Sometimes, well, it's mainly Korean groups, sometimes Japanese groups, and I think I've done a few Chinese groups. I even talked about the Pussycat Dolls at one point. I talk about like songs and stuff, like where I rank them. I talk about just general discographies. I'd love to talk about like outfits and just like go through concert outfits one time. But that today we're going to be talking about NewBeat, which is the Beat Interactive group. Beat Interactive is the company that had Ace under it for a while. Park Min-seok, he's leader, vocalist, and was born on the 27th of July 2022, making him a Leo and a Pause. He was born in Bucheon in Gyeonggi-do, South Korea. He was on Boys Planet under week 1 and was eliminated in episode 5, placing 61st. And he trained for about a year and 7 months prior to Boys Planet. So that was in, I think they calculate it from I would assume they do it from the auditions. So November would then become May of 2022. So May 2021 sounds about right when he became a trainee. And he left week 1 in May and joined Beat Interactive in the August 2023, and then announced as an actor on the 4th of May 2020. He also trained under Cube for some time. Hon Min Sung, he's an all-rounder and main vocalist, born on the 19th of April 2003, making him an Aries and goat. And he's from Suwon in Gyeonggi-do, South Korea, and he is currently at Kookjae University. And is left-handed, and he started dancing in 2023. Next member we have John Yo-Yo Jung, vocalist, born on the 29th of January 2005, making him an Aquarius and a Rooster. He was born in Daejeon, South Korea, and was a former member of TO1 under the name of Yo Jung, which I did talk about TO1, didn't I? I don't know. Pretty sure I did. And I remember when Tier 1, pardon me, I remember when Tier 1 disbanded and I found out about obviously NewBeat. Obviously, I didn't like listen to their music, but I have kind of vaguely kept up with them sort of as a group. Yeah. Okay. So, Choi So-hyun, he is main rapper and main dancer, born on the 13th of July 2005, making him a Cancer and a Rooster. There isn't much for me to say. He trained at the Move Dance Studio with Taeyang, which is the next member. Kim Taeyang. He is a vocalist and dancer, born on the 2nd of December 2006, making him a Sagittarius and a dog. And he, like, poor kid, he was accepted to Blackberry Crate. I'm so pleased he didn't go there. And quite a few of the members have actually been backup dancers for Ace, by the way. Yes. And he has a shy and reserved personality, but he gets very playful once he becomes close. I think that's a thing for a lot of people. I know for me, I'm definitely really shy. Yeah. Jo Yeon-hyu, a vocalist and rapper, born on the 12th of February 2007. Got a bit too excited with it on the 7th, making him an Aquarius and a pig. And he went to the Dankook University College of Education High School, which is Coolio's. Not heard of that one before. Let's have a look. Dankook University College of Education High School. Oh, okay. So it's yeah, that makes sense. So it's the high school attached to the College of University at Dankook University as a thing. Yeah. We kind of had that. I've mentioned it before, but when I was in school, we had the like sixth form attached to it, and you could obviously continue to go to the school that you went to before, or you could go to the different schools. So I went to, as like my main secondary school, I went to the co-ed, so boys and girls, and I was actually never presented the opportunity to have my base school be the girls' school, or well, it's actually kind of funny. We call it the girls' school, and we then call it like the boys' school, the name of the actual school. So I was never given those two opportunities. And also on a side tangent, I actually don't remember this, but apparently I said that I didn't want to do my 11 plus, but um I feel like I didn't get that choice because I was a SEND student, like a special educational needs student. But I never did my 11 plus, and your 11 plus is basically this really weird test that is kind of like the type of questions that you get on an IQ test. And I think I would like do well enough to I think I would do well enough now to pass my 11 plus, like as a 22-year-old. But at the time, I guess they just didn't think I was good enough to do it. Yeah, that sounded really sad. I'm grateful though that I didn't do it because, yeah, it was stressful for the kids that did. Last but no means least, we have Kim Ri-woo, vocalist, visual, and Day, born on the 21st July 2008, making him a Cancer and a rat. Sweet love of Jesus. Apparently he's in his, well, it would be the second year of high school now, but first as of, yeah, you kind of forget that, like, time is a thing, and they go to school and they do the thing. Ha ha ha. So, how old are you? Oh, so he's had his birthday. 17? Yeah, he's 17, so he'll have his, so, graduate from high school in February 2027. And then, when did the oldest member graduate? 2000, um, February 2021. Because, even though he was, like, 18, they do their school years, so, like, so when it from the 1st of January of each year to the 31st of December, any kids that are born in that certain year are then, like, eligible to start school following their 4th birthday. So for me, when I was 4 years old, it was in 2007. So within about a week of me turning 4, I was then put into reception. And my mum she actually did think about keeping me back a year. And again, they had that discussion, I think, when I was in year 2 about like keeping me back. But I am grateful that I was this sounds really bad, but I was made to kind of try to keep up, because I feel like if I was the oldest in the class, that would have been so much more difficult. Like, I almost had to have the being the youngest in the year albatross for me to actually strive to do well, which is such a weird statement, but yeah, that was a really weird episode. Yeah. So, NEWBEAT, yeah, no, I think I will check them out, but not really. They've only had their debut recently, so there's not too much for me to catch up on. So if I do end up listening to their music, I will write down kind of my ranking of it. So you'll be getting that at some stage. As for plans, I just don't want to be alone, okay? I'm trying to talk as much as I can. As for the plans for the podcast moving forward, I've obviously I have talked about this stuff before. And before adulthood will continue, more discography rankings. I would like to do wavy and then like tell you how I feel about each song and then tell you how each album ranks between them, because even if I don't like the music, if the concept photos are good, I would consider putting it high. But sneak preview. I love Phantom. Phantom is probably my favorite album or like EP, just from the styling alone and it being the first significant wavy release that I was a fan, able to kind of support as a fan, because it was June when they had their subunit stuff, and then in the August when Lucas kind of went through his stuff, and so I didn't really get to like do much as a fan for like a while, given that SM kind of forgot that wavy existed for like a year and a half, yeah, after Lucas. Yeah, that is New Beat. I will talk to you guys again very, very soon. Bye.